fixing backs and dropping facts.
That's right, son. You're so good, man. You're so good.
Too easy, man.
I know,
Too
right?
easy. Hey, how you doing? My name is Kai Blake.
And I'm Tom Larson.
And we are the boys
of Bass.
coming at you like Tomikaze fixing backs and dropping facts.
Son.
Man. What are we talking about today, Tommy?
Man, I think we're episode 24.
Oh, goodness.
I think.
24? That was another.
Yeah. We did Michael Jordan one night.
Yeah, that's Kobe Bryant right here. 24. Yeah, we got somebody. Yeah, Kobe today. Yeah, we Kobe today, baby. 24.
Count down to 1,000, so that's 976 more to go.
Oh, yeah. We'll be done by tomorrow. It's easy. Light work. Throwing them together.
So today we're talking about, we hear from patients a lot, or people in general, no pain, no gain. Right? And I kind of cringe at that point, right? And the problem is we have to understand where the pain's coming from.
Yes.
And we have to define pain.
Right.
Okay.
Right,
so
right.
just to arbitrarily start working out and people go, oh, no pain, no gain. Yeah, you got to work that can be dangerous.
Yeah. Especially if you get somebody who doesn't really, they're not athletic, but not more sedentary, right? Doesn't move around a lot. So they might perceive pain as like, my leg was sore, but that's just muscle soreness, right? So it's like that, but that might be their pain. Like, I haven't done any much, and this is the most, I'm hurting, I'm in pain. But then we find out later, oh, that's because you worked out for the first time.
That's right. I mean, people go, oh, I'm in so much pain. And I'm like, where? And they point to their quads.
Yeah.
That's because you did 10 squats
the
other day.
Yeah.
So that's muscle soreness.
Muscle soreness.
Right? So we're defining that as muscle soreness versus pain.
Right.
Now, it might be perceived as pain because they might not understand what that means.
Right.
It might have even been that point, right?
Yeah.
So, like me, man, if I'm not sore, I'm not happy.
Yeah, right.
Like,
you didn't
I'm
do
always
anything.
sore.
You didn't do nothing. Yeah.
If I'm not sore, I'm not alive, man. I'm dead, right?
Oh yeah.
Another thing where I'm okay, and I'll explain this to patients, I'm not a big no pain, no gain guy except for massage work.
Yep.
Right.
Same.
When these muscles have tone issues or there's problems with the muscle, you start massaging it. It can be very painful.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell them, I mean, I don't need to go in the pain cave where you're blacking out or like fighting against it, but tolerating some discomfort.
Yeah.
Short-term discomfort for long-term gain.
I say it every single day. A lot of times in the evals, I gotta tell people, like, listen, like, if you're ever doing an exercise and it hurts, say something. Don't, because everybody they generalize the no pain, no gain. So they just think everything has to be no pain. If I'm doing an exercise and it hurts and I'm here for my knee, well, my knee hurts, well, that's a part of it. No pain, no gain. I got to push through it. But that's your body's indicator. It's your sign. Hey, something's going on here. But the caveat as well, like you were saying, is this: if you're getting some manuals and deep tissue massage type stuff, expect there to be, like, go into it the mindset this: you're changing the pattern system of this fascia. We're changing how it's usually rolls. So understand that's gonna be a little discomfort. It's gonna be a little discomfort.
And when they're doing their exercise, like, I'm okay with muscle burn.
Yeah.
Like, your muscles are burning.
Yeah.
That's a painful kind of thing.
Right. Stimulus.
It's burning, right? But I just don't want sharp, stabbing, nasty pain.
Right.
Like, if I'm getting sharp pain in my joint and it's like, oh man, that's killing me every time. That's not good pain. We don't want to work to that, especially on like a shoulder area. It's so easy to irritate. It's so easy to inflame. Or same thing with your knee. You're getting sharp stabbing pain in your knee. Well, that's not what we're working towards. Now you're getting burning pain in your quad because you've been working that.
That's okay.
With that.
Yeah, we're good with that. We're good with that. It's just, like I said, we got to get people away from that. Like I said, I like it because it's supposed to be tough. No pain, no gain. It's good. I want everybody working, but like I said, that can be to your detriment if you do it so much that it, like I said, you're actually increasing whatever injury you have going on. Now you're causing it, you're getting it irritated, and now we're just kind of reversing and undoing the stuff we're already trying to fix right now. So
and there can be some other things where we're having pain in physical therapy, like range of motion sometimes.
Yeah.
But you just got to be careful of that because that pain can be perceived as a threat.
Exactly.
And the brain can tighten stuff up and make it more tight, and then you're trying to stretch it, and it's like this vicious circle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And honestly, in my life too, as much as I worked out and things like that, I've been through some pain, right? And there was one time where I was like, ooh, that really hurts, but I feel like I need to do it.
Yeah.
And it actually made me better. I had to work through some pretty bad pain. It wasn't like muscle soreness or pain.
It was like a hurt.
It was like a bad hurt. But I worked through it, and it actually got better doing that. So there are times when that's kind of like an art sometimes. Sometimes we have to tolerate a little discomfort, a little bit of pain to accomplish what we're trying to do. But you have to understand where the pain's coming from and why we're having the pain, and then go from there.
Right.
It's just not, oh, I'm having pain, let's work through that. Or, oh, I'm having pain, let's stop. We got to understand where the pain's coming from and then make an educated guess.
Yeah, a lot of times, a lot of things too, if you're doing the exercise and you are experiencing pain, there's ways to modify things, right? So there's ways to kind of modify it to where we're like, okay, let's still get that muscle. Let's attack the muscle we're trying to get to, but there's a way to get to it where we're not doing it in such a manner that maybe it's your form. A lot of times you see people like, every time when Tom has an eval, he have watch him do some kind of techniques, some squatting techniques, everything, and you'll see they're not people generally don't move very well in their bodies.
That's the other thing too. Is you got to move better before you move more.
Exactly.
Right? So like, I got to get out and walk. Well, you're not walking very well, so don't do that.
Right.
Move better before you move more.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Or squatting or whatever.
Or squat. Yeah. So it's just like. So a lot of times these things can be fixed. And yeah, I'd be like, man, I'd be in pain if I was doing that as well. Like that's painful. Don't do that.
Like, the way you're squatting hurting my
right,
right
exactly,
now, right?
So a lot of things that we can modify as we're looking at you and kind of say, okay, the reason behind that is because X, Y, and Z, and how you're squatting or how you're moving or how you're doing this press, whatever it is, that's why you're having this issue. So there's ways to modify it, maybe even kind of scale back on how much weight you're doing kind of thing. But there's always a way to kind of improve upon this story. But yeah, the no pain, no gain thing should.
To a degree.
Yeah, to a degree. Just like with food, you know what I'm saying? You can eat it to a degree.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing is, I think bottom line is we just have to understand, where is the pain coming? Why am I having this? Is this a warning signal from the brain to say, hey, check this out? Or is it like muscle burn? Or, I'm just really pushing my limits and having some pain or issue.
And the thing is with people, they have to go through it to know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you haven't had the muscle burn, you're not going to know what a muscle burn feels like. If you haven't had like a good stretch or whatever it is where it feels like, man, I'm going to break something. No, it's just, you got to know. And that's just that awareness. So
that's the thing. It's just being aware of what's causing that, or getting into situations where I've never been there before.
Yeah.
Right. So I've seen that with my boys. We sprained his ankle one time, and man, the kid was scooting down the stairs on his booty.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What's the matter with you?" "Oh, my ankle hurts." And I'm like, "Well, dude, come on, man, get up, walk around."
Yeah.
And he's my kid with a lot of pain tolerance. Like, why is this kid? Maybe we better go get an
X-ray. Right.
But he just never experienced that before, so he didn't know
what that meant.
Right.
Yeah. So when you see, like, and it takes good, like, and I think that's the beauty of having when you're in a professional setting like this, where people feel more confident. Oh, this is okay. Like, it's okay if you're putting a little weight on there. Like, it's okay. Like, do that, and then so that gets it, because like we talked about previously, the mind will send you to that place where it's like, oh, I can't do this. Like, I'm not supposed to do this, and I can't do it, and it's going to cause more problem. But then when people get reassured that, okay, this is not the worst thing in the world. Okay, it doesn't hurt that bad. Now I'm starting to see it not as something I need to guard myself away from.
Goes back to training the brain.
Training that brain, man.
Change the pain by changing the brain.
Change the brain. Insane in the membrane. Insane. Got no brain. No copyright.
I guess until next time, go out, live, work, and play better inside your body. Peace out.
Peace.